Okay, now Mr. Hobbs, what's your first name?
Evert. E-V-E-R-T.
E-V-E-R-T.
T.
E-T?
No, just E-V-E-R-T.
E-R-T.
No.
Yeah, E-V-E-R-T.
T.
Okay. What's your middle name?
None.
And your last name is Hobbs?
H-O-B-E-S. Now, most of the Hobs spell theirs H-O-B-B-S.
I only have one B here.
Yeah.
Okay.
And mine was whoever the clerk was.
Made a mistake.
He,
You got a whole new name there out of the deal.
yeah,
When were you born?
1921,
And what's your birthday?
8/17/21.
8/17/21.
Yeah.
Okay. This tape is going to be put in the Portsmouth Public Library. You're on tape 50.
Yeah.
If you ever want to look at it, or your great-greats ever want to go down and check you out, you're on tape 50
Yeah.
at the Portsmouth Public Library.
He got a thing from our governor in Florida.
Oh, Florida? Why
Yeah,
the governor
but we
of Florida?
never got one in
Well,
Ohio.
Why Florida? Did you live in Florida for a while, or what?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
we
was
was
down
down
there
there
for a
about
while.
20 years.
Well, where were you born?
Millard, Kentucky.
Millard.
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 Okay. And, but you don't live in Millard, Kentucky now. You live in
Scioto County.
Scioto County, Ohio.
Yeah.
And your address is 2018 Arion Road, McDermott,
Yeah.
Ohio.
Yeah.
And in fact, that's where we are right now. We're in your house here at 2018 Arion Road.
Right.
Okay. And you're retired, I guess, and then what did you retire from?
I retired from state of Ohio.
What did you do?
I worked at
Maintenance supervisor at SOCF.
Oh, really? Okay.
the
You were at SOCF out at the prison.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Okay, you were in maintenance out there. Now, how far did you go in school?
I went to 1 year high school
Okay. And was that down in Kentucky?
down in Hilliard, Kentucky.
Where was it?
Hilliard.
Hilliard?
No, Hilliard.
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 H-E-L-L-I-E-R.
Okay. Hilliard, Kentucky. Yeah.
Hilliard.
Now, are you, you're married?
That's her.
Is he married? What's your wife's name?
Betty.
Betty. Now, how long have you been married?
Well, if I lived...
Should I ask her what to?
If I lived, what,
We've
25?
been married 59 years.
59 years, you're
It'd
newlyweds.
be 60.
Okay, coming
In
up on
July.
60.
25th of July.
What do you do when you get tired of each other? Just go to separate rooms?
No.
He's had so many illnesses that
Yeah.
it's kept us close together.
How many children do you have?
3.
Boys, girls? What?
2 girls and a
One
boy.
daughter lives up there, another daughter lives in the farmhouse over here.
And your son lives in Sandusky, up around the
He
lake.
lives, well, he lives, they call
Clyde.
it Clyde.
Clyde? Okay,
That's,
I know.
that's,
Uh-huh.
just a few
Little community
miles
up there. Let's
away.
see, who's from Clyde? writers from Clyde. And what's your son's name?
Ricky,
What's your oldest daughter's name?
Karen,
Sharon.
Sharon. And your next daughter, what is her name?
Karen.
Karen.
Yeah.
And does Ricky have any children?
Yeah. He has 2 and 1 grand.
You have 2 children and a grandchild?
Yes,
Rick,
Okay, what are your children's names, Rick?
sir. Matthew and Tara.
Okay, and which one has the grandchild?
My daughter Tara.
Okay, what's the grandchild's name?
Aiden Christopher.
The reason I ask is the library likes to get a timeline. They like to get a genealogical line of this. And I've had people go down and watch these tapes, you know, and learn things about their family that they didn't know. Okay. Now, Karen, does she have children?
Sharon
Yeah,
is
yeah.
the oldest.
Sharon is the oldest. Now, does she have children?
2.
2.
What are their names?
Mike and
Matthew and Sherry.
Matthew and Sherry. Okay. How about Karen? Now, she's the daughter, right?
She has David Jr., Sean, and Aaron. 3 boys.
Okay. Now let's go back the other way a little bit here before I start asking you about the Navy. What was your father's name?
George,
What was your mother's name?
Ada,
Ada? What was her maiden name?
Kenrick.
Kenrick. Ada Kenrick.
Yeah.
What was your father's father name? Do you know your grandfather's name on your dad's side?
No, I don't know.
Hello.
Okay. Grandchildren? Or grandparents, I mean?
No. Well, now, I was living when my grandmother
Mhm.
on my father's side,
Okay. What was her name?
her name was Rhoda Kendrick.
Rosa?
Rhoda.
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 Rachel Deal.
Okay. Rhoda Kendrick, okay. Now you had 10 brothers, didn't you? Or there were 10 boys and a sister in your family.
10
right?
boys and 1 girl.
Okay. I won't ask you their names.
I can tell you.
You can? Go ahead, tell me.
Okay.
All right, here we go.
Virgil,
Virgil.
he wasn't in the service. Virgil and sister jumped in there. Goldie.
Goldie.
And
Archer was next, wasn't he?
Archer.
Virgil
Okay.
was next.
Archer.
Do you know them?
Virgil
I
was
don't know.
next.
I'm gonna get a little help here from the understudy, okay?
All right.
Go ahead and name them there.
Well, you got what?
Virgil.
Just start from the beginning.
And Virgil and Argel.
Archer. And Adam.
Well, Rose,
Well, Archer was
I don't know, he got in there with a girl's name.
he was
Rose.
well, Archer was his name,
Yeah, Virgil was his name.
right?
Mm-hmm.
And then
And we called it, they give him the next, give him,
Adam.
Argel, Adam,
Honey, you keep coming over the same lines,
Argel and Adam, Tommy,
right? And you,
well, Goldie was, up there before Virgil.
Daddy's 84 now, so he kinda forgets.
Well, okay, now let me go to your Navy, okay?
Well,
You were in the Navy, weren't you?
yeah,
You remember where you were when, well, I was going to ask you if you knew where you were when Pearl Harbor was. You were at Pearl Harbor, weren't you?
yeah.
Well, why did you join the Navy?
I lived at Millard,
Mm-hmm.
and I got out one morning and said I'm going to join the service.
What'd your dad think of that?
Dad didn't think. He didn't hardly know about it until I was in.
Okay.
Uh,
What made you decide to join?
no work.
When did you join?
1940.
Well, you joined before the war then, didn't you?
Yeah.
And where did you do your basic training?
In
Would have been Great Lakes.
Great
wouldn't it?
Lakes.
Great Lakes.
Then where did they send you? Did they send you right to Pearl Harbor then?
They sent me right to Pearl Harbor.
You're a country boy going to Pearl Harbor. What'd you think?
I think this is an awful lot of water to cross.
It's a lot of water. Well, I guess you went by ship, didn't you?
Yeah.
Okay. Did you like the Navy?
Well, I went and I had them lined out. I'm going to join the Navy. If I don't make a Navy, I'm going to the Army. And if I don't make the Army, well, I never thought about the Marines because I just didn't care for them.
He
Well-
was too little.
You made it in the Navy though, didn't you?
Huh?
You made it in the Navy.
4.5 years.
What was your job in the Navy at first?
I was seaman,
What did you do? What kind of work did you do?
shipboard work,
Mop the decks?
swabbing the deck.
Swab the decks?
Swab the deck.
Say aye aye sir and swab the decks?
And anything else come up.
When was you a signalman?
I was a signalman. You got more of that. That's on my discharge.
Then you became a signalman too, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And what did you do when you were a signalman? Did you have to know Morse code?
I had to know Morse code,
Mm-hmm.
and I had no lights,
Lights? Did you also have to know flags?
lights,
Okay.
flags.
Morse code. That's a pretty important job.
Yeah, you could get them distracted.
Now you were at Pearl Harbor when the Japanese attacked Pearl Harbor. Is that right?
Yes, sir.
What ship were you on there?
That one,
The Detroit?
the Detroit.
Can you remember that day?
Yes, I remember that day.
What did you do the night before Pearl Harbor was attacked?
Well, I just tell you, I got a little bit lit.
You did. You're not the only one that's told me that. Did you go into Honolulu there and have a good time?
No, I just got a little lit from the bottle
Where did you get the bottle? Down at the saloon?
down in Honolulu.
Was there a favorite bar that you like to go to down there?
No,
Just any of them.
just any bar that served the juice.
So you were on Liberty. You had Liberty that weekend. Shore leave.
Yeah,
Did,
just local.
right. Just now, did you and your friends go into Honolulu that night and
Yeah,
have a little party?
yeah.
Okay. Now, what time did you get back to the ship?
We got back to the ship, sometime late in the morning.
Okay.
I think maybe 3 a.m.
That's pretty late. You had a pretty long party, didn't you?
Yeah.
Well, I'm sure you had a good time, but when you get back to the ship, it's about 3 a.m. in the morning.
Yeah.
Now, when you get back on board the ship, you and your friends, did you go right down to your bunk, or what happened?
Went to the bunk.
And then what'd you do? Lay down?
Go to sleep.
And then when you woke up, what happened? What was going on?
Well, when I woke up, I heard boom boom. And we all jumped up, you know, because them was loud boom boom. And
What did you think was happening?
didn't know. We didn't. Of course, I think a lot of them did.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of the officers and so forth.
But now you go up top deck, don't you?
You go up top deck because as soon as they found what was happening, they called us to general quarters. See,
Mm-hmm.
and
Did you have a battle station?
yeah,
What was it?
50 caliber machine gun,
Did you get on it?
water cooled, water cooled.
Water
I
cooled.
got in on it and couldn't get no water turned on.
Did you shoot it anyway?
I burned up 4 barrels.
I guess you did shoot it then. So you're shooting at the Japanese planes.
Yeah.
Did you get any? Huh?
Anything up there in the air.
Anything in the air? Did you hit any of them?
No, I couldn't say as I did because had me screwed up with that no water on the machine gun,
Yeah.
and you couldn't see them bullets going out there. They seemed to go out straight for a small distance, and then they'd give it that.
Your tracers? Is that what you meant?
Yeah,
Okay. Did,
follow the tracer,
right.
and it just go.
Okay.
It had hit water before.
Didn't you say the gents was ordered to take all
2 or 3 days before, they ordered us to take all ammunition below deck to the magazines, what they call the magazines. And we took it to the below decks, and we needed it right where it was, but we didn't have it. So we was sometime getting ammunition.
So they had to keep bringing ammunition up from
Yeah.
the magazine. That
Yeah.
slowed you down.
Yeah, that slowed down. Yeah. And of course, the malfunctions of the guns that was water cooled.
That was a problem too, wasn't it?
It was a big problem.
So your friends and everything, though, they go to their battle
They
stations.
go to their battle stations. They didn't have the water, some of them didn't have the water cooled, and they was up into the 3-inch,
Mm-hmm.
and
3-inch guns. You had 3-inch
Yeah.
guns. Did you
Yeah.
have 6-inch guns?
no, I think of a bit. 3, and 4 and 6.
Okay. So
4, 6.
all these guns are shooting off.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, what happened to the Detroit? Did it get hit? Did your ship ever get hit?
It had it found one bullet hole. Looked like it might have been made with say like a 50 caliber or 30 caliber
Okay.
machine gun, but couldn't say where it come from. But one of the officers I knew pretty well, he walked up and I was gassing with him on the quarterdeck. Quarterdeck was right midship, see, and I mentioned to him, damn, I wish I'd have had me a rotten potato. I could have hit that guy right behind, between the eyes.
So the planes got that close to you, huh?
Yeah, but they didn't drop a thing.
Could you actually see the Japanese pilots right in the plane?
Yeah, you could see the Japanese pilots. But if they come in low, you know,
Mm-hmm.
so you could see it. But they didn't drop nothing that would affect us.
Well, who do you think they were after when they came that low?
And big ships.
How close were you to the big ships?
I would say it's several hundred yards.
Were you near the Arizona and the Oklahoma?
I could look at the Arizona as it got blowed to hell.
You saw that?
Yeah.
And how about the Oklahoma?
Oklahoma, yeah. And old Utah
Utah. Mm-hmm.
was right behind us and tied up to out in the water. I'd say several hundred yards.
You weren't big enough for them, were you? They were after the big ships.
They wanted the big boys.
Did your ship get underway? Did the Detroit get underway?
It was about 10 o'clock when we got underway. And you can see the destruction, and it tells you on that there.
On that little plaque you have up there? Okay, I'll okay. Now when you got underway, where did you go?
We went out just running maneuvers like
Patrolling?
patrol.
Okay.
And that
Okay. I'll take a shot of that a little
we was out for 3 or 4 days.
bit. Okay.
We come back in and I don't know who gave the orders to come back in or anything. That went through the official channel, you know.
I bet it was a mess then. Pearl Harbor was pretty well wrecked, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, they dropped them big ships like Arizona, Oklahoma, and West Virginia,
Mhm.
and so forth. They dropped them right away.
You after that then, where did you go after Pearl Harbor? Were you still on the Detroit after that?
Yeah.
Were you on the Detroit all through the war?
No. They helped us in. Told me my brother said, we'd recommend you know, you don't have to. We'd recommend you split out.
You and your brother
He had a
Yeah,
brother there
I
with
had a
him,
brother
on the Detroit.
on the Detroit.
Well, what was his name?
Devin.
Bevan.
D-E-V-I-N.
Mm-hmm. Did you split up?
We split up. I took new construction and come back to the States for new construction. And went on USS Adroit.
Ad what?
Android.
Adroid. Okay.
Adroit.
How did you spell it? A-D-R-O-I-T?
Yeah.
Adroit. Mm-hmm. And did you go back to the Pacific then?
Right back in the Pacific.
Okay. And then where did you go then on the Adroit?
We went on down. We went on down around New Caledonia and up over to the New Hebrides group
Mm-hmm.
and up into the one I told you,
Guadalcanal?
Guadalcanal.
Okay. What kind of ship was the Adroit? Was it a cruiser?
No, it was a mine sweeper.
A minesweeper. Okay.
And
Were you the signalman on there, or what did you do on that?
I was seaman for a while.
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember when I changed, but I went to signalman while I was on there.
On the Adroit?
Yeah,
Okay.
and I flew around. I was one of them guys that didn't care. I was carefree.
Rather carefree, huh?
Yeah, and
That was before he got a hold of me.
I was going to say.
and I went on. We went up to New Caledonia, by New Caledonia. First, we went back to Pearl Harbor, and then we left Pearl Harbor and come back down and
New Caledonia?
no, we I was
Did you go to Guadalcanal, you say?
yeah,
Okay.
and
He said he went back in Pearl Harbor about 3 weeks later and take gurneys and pick up bodies
Oh,
out
yeah.
of the water because you couldn't pick them up
Mm-hmm.
because the flesh had just fall off them.
Oh, I see. You take them to the cemetery?
You get a hold of a hand or anything, a leg and
Mhm.
a meat, but just pull off.
Just
the
pull off where it'd been.
bone. Yeah,
Okay. Cooked
Right.
almost like.
deteriorated.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Then after Pearl Harbor, you went down to New Caledonia?
Yeah,
And,
yeah.
Hebrides?
Well, I hit another island
Mm-hmm.
somewhere there. It was,
Not Guadalcanal, another island in. Okay, what could those be? Palu or Tarawa or?
well, no, it was, one was,
Well, if you remember it, just go ahead and tell me, okay? But after
Okay.
after Guadalcanal, where did you go? How many?
we went on to Mundi.
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 How many battle stars do you have?
I don't have none.
You were in some battles though, weren't you?
Yeah,
You should have gotten them, shouldn't you?
I should have got something. But I just did what they told me to
Okay.
do.
Now, did you serve on the Adroit then for the rest of the war? Did you get to another ship?
No, I served on it the rest of the war.
Now, were you at? I'll just name some places, and you tell me if you were there. Okay, Saipan,
No,
Iwo Jima,
no.
Okinawa, Philippines.
No.
So you were on the minesweeping duty then. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Did you, after the war, hello everybody.
That's Karen.
This is my
That's the middle one.
youngest
Oh,
daughter.
hi there, how you doing? Yeah, we're doing a little project here for the
Yeah.
library.
After my son-in-law.
Okay, good.
David.
Did you, after the war now, did you end up in Japan any? Did your ship go into the
No.
Tokyo, or where did it go then? When you heard the war is done, what happened?
I began laying plans to get the hell out of there.
Right, get out of there.
Yeah.
And so, I guess you did get out of there, because here you are. And now, you were on the Adroit, which was a minesweeper.
Yeah.
Now, so did you come back to the United States then on that, or
Yes,
what?
we did 3 or 4 trips to Frisco and back
Okay.
to Hawaii. And then, as I said, I began making plans to get the hell out of there.
Get out of the Navy.
Get out of the Navy.
And then, well, you did get out of the Navy. Do you remember when you were discharged?
I got all of it on record in there.
Okay.
The
Where were you when you were?
discharge.
Where were you when you were discharged? Were you in San Francisco, or
Yeah.
were you?
Yeah.
Okay. Now you're discharged, and how long did it take you to get home?
Three or 4 days.
Oh, I thought you might stay in San Francisco a while and have a party.
I didn't like San Francisco.
Oh, okay.
It was rainy.
Yeah, it rained too much there. Well, you had a party in Pearl Harbor. I thought you might have one in.
I just heard your daddy had a party the night before Pearl Harbor.
Uh-huh.
Did you know that?
No.
They said he was
He's
lit.
told me on truck,
never
and
told
he
us.
used to go with him in the truck all the time.
Yeah.
He's told me a lot of stories.
Did you hear some stories?
Yeah.
He
told
said
me.
he was lit the night before, and he got in at 3 a.m. on the ship. And the next time he woke up, they were being bombed.
I've known him for 40-some years, and I ain't never seen him take a drink.
Well, he said he was carefree then.
Oh, sure.
That's how he described
He was a kid then.
it. How old were you when you first joined the Navy?
17. or
17.
18.
And,
Of course, 18 was time.
well, so you were 17. Did you have to have permission to join?
Yeah.
Who'd you get permission from?
It's
Anybody that signed the paper. That's
And who signed your paper?
was given out.
the guy. He's dead.
Some guy.
Neighbor.
A neighbor signed your paper.
Neighbor.
That did you a favor, huh?
Where did you have malaria?
I had it when I must have contacted it around Hawaii.
Somewhere in Hawaii?
Yeah.
Mosquito bit you, didn't it?
Yeah. Something bit me.
Well, I'd say.
Boy, I had it. I had it.
Now, you were discharged in San Francisco, and how'd you get back home, on a train?
Yeah, troop train.
Did your folks know you were coming?
Yeah,
How'd they know?
I wrote letter.
So they know you were coming, but they didn't know when.
And knew I would be there in a certain amount of days.
Now, where'd you get off the train then, finally?
I got off Portsmouth, Portsmouth. I think.
Portsmouth, down here?
Yeah.
How far is Millard from Portsmouth? Kentucky.
Millard,
Uh-huh.
I'd say it's about 180 miles.
So you get off in Portsmouth on the train, from the train, and you've got another 180 miles to go.
Yeah, but no, I'd made plans for my home to take over. My dad and my brother went out and bought a tobacco farm,
You bought a tobacco farm.
and I moved in with them.
You
Yeah.
did.
In Adams County.
In Adams County?
Out in Blue Creek.
Blue Creek.
That's where I asked you
You
if
asked
you
me
was.
about my name. Yeah. Now let me ask you this then. When you got off the train, how did you get home then? Did you hitchhike to Millard, or did
I
you
didn't
go to Adams?
Millard.
You went to Adams
I
County.
went to Adams County.
How'd you get up there?
I forget exactly how I did that.
Did you have your uniform on?
Yeah,
Do you still have it?
no,
What happened to it?
yeah. One of my brothers that fit,
Oh,
and I
he
had.
borrowed it.
There was 4 in the Navy, and there was 3. No, there's 4. Let me see.
Four in the
One,
army, wasn't it?
2, 3, 4. 4 in the Navy and 3 in the Army.
Okay.
All at once.
All at once.
7 of them.
Did they all make it back okay?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, so then, okay. What were you going to say?
Too damn ornery.
They were, huh? To die.
to-
Too ornery to die. I think you must have been too ornery to die. You got to Blue Creek then, right? And that's where you settled down.
yeah,
She settled in.
that's where I ran into
And she settled you down.
She was
settled
from
you
right-
down.
She was from out there too.
Huh?
She was from out there too.
I
Blue
was at
Creek?
Martin.
Were you from Blue Creek or Millard?
Martin. No, Blue Creek.
Okay.
Ohio's my state.
And what was that you was in, Everett? Where you traveled out to Idaho, and what was that?
Oh, he was in, used to be in the 3 Cs.
3 Cs.
Before the Navy? Now you were in the 3 Cs before the Navy then, huh?
Yeah,
So and they sent you to Idaho to
Yeah.
work? What'd you do out there?
timber,
You timbered and
cruise timber.
Huh?
What they call cruise timber.
cruise.
Cruise timber. You'd have 3 or 4 instruments,
Mm-hmm.
and you would measure it and ring it, check the ring, and so forth. And you had to know the timber as you went.
What did you? Why did you do that? Why did they want you to do that?
That was the job that I was sent each place to
Mhm.
do.
Okay.
To help his mom and dad.
Was that standing timber, Everett?
Huh?
That was timber was still growing.
Yeah. Timber was
They marked
still
it some
growing.
way.
Was that to be timbered down, cut? Is that the way they marked it to be cut?
Probably.
No, we
How old it was.
checked it how old it was,
Mhm.
how tall it was,
Okay.
and the way you could take and put a rule out there, and you can measure it and see how tall it is.
Okay. Okay. Now that was before you joined the Navy, wasn't it?
Yeah, I was born to join the Navy.
You were really young then. How old were you then? 16?
About 16.
How much money was it your job? So much money came home to his parents, so much money they let them keep.
How much did you get paid for that job?
I got, well, it was, they give me $36 a month.
And then some of that, of course, came back to your folks.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, where in Idaho were you?
Around, Idaho City,
Idaho City?
Central City,
Mm-hmm.
and, about 50 miles from Boise.
Boy, okay. Then, why did you decide to join the Navy then? You were in the 3 Cs. Did you think you wanted a better job?
Well, yeah, I wanted anything to better myself,
Right. Okay.
and I got in the Navy. Of course, I'd been out of the 3 Cs.
Oh, you were out when, okay.
And in order to, I'd been working in the coal mines.
Where did you work in the mines? In Kentucky?
Yeah, down in Kentucky, Pike County.
How old were you when you worked in the mines?
You could work, if you could handle a big coal scoop,
Didn't matter what age you were then, huh?
anywhere from 12 or 14 up.
Well, is there anything else you'd like to tell me about the Navy or the war or anything else at all ever about yourself? Do you have any tattoos you want to tell me about?
No shit, no. I had better sense.
You mean you're a Navy man, you don't have a tattoo?
I never had a tattoo, never had it in my mind.
When you were in the Navy, did you ever see anybody famous? Did you ever see Bob Hope?
Yeah. No, I didn't see Bob Hope. I saw Alice Faye and who is that other woman? I played a game with 2 cards.
Played a couple of card games with her, huh?
Yeah.
I don't know. Who would that be? Ginger Rogers,
No, it was
Betty Grable, Rita Hayward.
What was it, USO or something like that ever? Was that a USO or something like that?
Nah, this wasn't USO that I met her.
Oh.
It was
Was that in the United States or was that
United States.
somewhere in the States? Okay, but you had a good game of cards, huh?
Yeah, just a
Who
throw
won?
up game card,
Okay.
no money in it or
Oh, well.
anything.
Did you ever see any famous generals or admirals? Did you ever see MacArthur?
No,
How about any famous admirals? Halsey or
well, I seen Kimmel.
Kimmel? Yeah.
He was one of the guys over that.
He was at Pearl Harbor, wasn't he?
He should have had replaced some of them men.
Oh, yeah.
That went down to the bottom.
Now, you didn't like him.
No,
He
it
made a big
was
mistake.
Shit.
Yeah.
Now, is there anything else you'd like to tell me? Tell you what, why don't you just hold that right there and I'll see if I can get hold that right there. Yeah. All right. How we doing here?
Now this guy up here It's got get this. That's Governor.
Yeah, the governor of Florida.
Martinez.
He's pretty nervous, sir.
Yeah, I can see there. That's, okay, how about right there? Well, that's a picture of your ships, what I'm trying to...
Yeah.
Okay. Right there's a good stuff.
USS Detroit.
The Detroit. And then he was on another ship, he said, a Droit.
I ain't got a picture of it. I'd have to have a Blue Jackets manual. Pick it up.
Blue Jackets Manual. That's your Navy
Yeah,
book, isn't it?
yeah. Regulation and so forth.
All right.
He did. He did come up home when we took him to
Huh?
the 50th anniversary they had up in Detroit.
Oh, really?
I took him up there,
Okay.
right up in Detroit. There was a lot of them got together.
Oh, I bet that was nice. How long
Yeah.
ago was that?
That was in 91.
Well, that's neat. That's good.
And then he did go back. He did go back over to Pearl Harbor,
I was going to ask that.
65 or 67, somewhere around there.
67.
You went back to Pearl Harbor once, huh?
I went over. I won a trip.
You won a trip to Pearl Harbor?
Yeah,
Okay.
from retail sales in Portsmouth
Okay.
and surrounding areas.
What was that like going back to Pearl Harbor? Did you like that trip?
Yeah, it was all right. Didn't turn me on.
Turn you on. Okay. You just got a free trip out of it, though, didn't you?
Yeah.
Hey, Rick, sit over there. I don't want to get you on here closer.
Young Motors spent the money and we took advantage of
He
it.
said the Japs owned half of Hawaii then.
Yeah. There's now that's your son Rick there, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Now this late, come back here. Come back here. I saw you. Both of you. Come here, both of you. Betty,
Come here.
get in here. All right. Now there's your wife and Betty, and your daughter is Karen. That's Karen. Okay. And Karen's husband is over here. Got to get him on here while we're at it.
You may go over there.
No, why don't you go right there? I got you already. What's your name?
David
David.
Jewett.
What?
Jewett.
David Jewett.
Same.
Okay, Dave. Okay. I got all the family that's here anyway. Is there anything else you'd like to say, Everett, before we shut down here?
I don't know what it'd be.
I don't either.
I'll say I'm very proud of him.
Oh, I'm proud of him too. Always shake the hands of the veterans, say thanks for everything you did.
Did you get
Appreciate
a
it.
Thank you.
picture of that?
I think it's up in
There's
there.
a picture over there.
Now that's from the governor, isn't it? Of Florida, not Ohio.
Governor Martinez,
When was that?
1987,
And that's just a little honorary.
Pearl Harbor
okay.
survivor.
Pearl Harbor survivor. When did you you all lived down in Florida, did you? For a
Well,
while?
yeah, we went down there for about 20 years after
Here and
we got
there.
married.
I mean,
Okay.
we always kept best, but we go down there. He says he couldn't stand the winter, so.
Did you do that after you retired then? You retired and
Yeah.
found
Yeah.
a place? Where in Florida did you go?
Well, we was at D-Land, Orange City for 11 years, and down at Bradenton and
Mm-hmm.
Down
for
there.
8 years. wasn't
Okay.
it?
Yeah.
And then one of his brothers that was younger than him passed away, so
Mm-hmm.
we sold and come back in.
Okay. Okay, doke. Well, you're on tape number 50, Everett. This is the 50th tape. You got another one there? Wait, oh, that's good. Oh, boy, I like that. Hey, Betty, hold this up. Who's that guy?
That's him.
We'll get a shot of that. Okay. Oh, that's good. Is that at Great Lakes
Uh-huh,
where you were doing your basic?
yeah.
This one. I had one taken, this is coming out, I had a 4.5 inch whisker.
4.5 inches whiskers.
Yeah, I seen it,
Yeah.
and he had a full beard.
Was that when you were on ship?
Yeah,
You got another something up there?
Picture there. Oh, he got a nice letter from Gerlach in town.
Gerlach.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is the paper.
That's how I tracked you down.
Yeah, I allowed that.
Huh?
I figured that's how you caught up.
Yeah.
I think that
Yeah, I
letter
keep
is
my eye
from
on the
Gerlach.
paper.
Yeah. How many, you reckon, Pearl Harbor survivors in our county and the surrounding?
I have 4 on. He'll be the 5th one.
Is that right?
But I have 4 now. One of them I know has passed away. Now, I'm
Well,
not
there's not
sure.
very many left, is there?
Oh,
There's
not at all.
one from Gerlach.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Yeah, well, I'll have to write you a letter too. I'm a lawyer.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, we've never had to fool with many lawyers.
You're lucky then.
Perky was always ours.
He retired.
I know.
Yeah, he was in the paper here the
Oh,
other day.
Howard,
he
yeah.
just
I was
retired.
retired.
ashamed about that wreck he had.
His,
Little accident he had
He just retired.
He had a wreck.
the car pulled out in front of him,
You know, didn't I read that?
and
Yeah, that was
it wasn't his fault. He'd been out to the golf course.
Right.
was about-
Yeah.
Howard was on his way home.
Yeah.
His boy's a nice boy too.
That's right.
Seems like
Michelle
sometimes
and
he is.
Rick was practically brother and
That's right.
sister.
Who was it?
Michelle, his daughter,
Uh-huh.
and our son.
Is that right?
Yeah, they'd take Rick and her out to eat and everything.
Yeah,
They always showed horses together, and she was out here a lot. And we thought the world of them.
Okay, well, I'm going to shut us down here. And that's
Okay.
that.
Why,
Hmm?
anything I'd tell you now from here,
You wouldn't believe
might
all he's
be,
been through.
lie.
I don't know.
Unreal.
Really?
If I'd been picking in-laws, I couldn't have done any better.
Really?
He's
They
had
treated me like a son for
I
47
told that
years.
boy,
Huh?
I said, sit down there. I said, stick that, what you call it, out this way. That boy wrote the issue
Article
in the paper.
Oh, okay.
Brian.
And I said, I'm going to start out, and everything I'm going to tell you is the honest truth.
Told me the truth, didn't you?
Huh?
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I know you did.
Oh,
And I
yeah.
said, it ain't going to be no lie to it. It's going to be the exact thing
Mm-hmm.
all the way. And he said, well, I appreciate that. I don't paint nothing. No, I told him that's the way it was.
He's had 3 stomach operations. He's had aorta surgery, and they put a hemoshield in his stomach. And he didn't wake up for 6 days. And the day they let him wake up, why, that night they let him fall out of bed. When
Huh.
I told him, I said, I'll stand watch him because he's not to himself. Well, the next day, morning I went in and he was all cut down here and his face was all black and blue. That was in October. January, he started dragging his right leg and he was completely out of it.
Mm.
Well, I had him up to Gainesville Hospital about 11:30 that night or 12. And I told him, I said, he's had a stroke or something bad's wrong. So they took him in, did a CAT scan. And he said, no, said he's got a hard blood clot from a fall on the head. I said, well, get your records out right here's where you let him fall. They had him in surgery by noon. They tried to suck it out, they couldn't. So they had to cut him from here, clear down to his ear. And week later, they had to go in and cut him again, clear down, because they didn't get all the little blood vessels sealed off. And
She was right by his side.
They went and
Whole time.
they brought me a
Never
bed in this time. In the VA hospital, brought my meals to me, everything.
Good.
19 days,
That's why
18
he likes the
nights.
Veterans Hospital. They
That,
treated him good.
that's good. Good. That was in
Always been there
Gainesville,
to back him up
Yeah.
too.
Gainesville,
Yeah.
Florida then, wasn't it?
Yeah, and he had 32 radiation treatments for prostate cancer in 90.
We was down there, we know.
He's had 2 heart attacks. He's had a stroke.
I swear to God, I don't know.
And
He's a strong man.
I still got him.
She
Still here.
he came home on one of those walkers.
Still around.
She said, "You're not staying on that," and she got rid of it and got him
Made him walk.
exercising and
Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
I found out what that was.
she's been
Ah.
his.
Turned around
Right
that
hand.
doctor. I said, "What the hell was that hole doing my head?" He
I got
said,
another one.
That's where I had the drill to try to get them sealed off.
Yeah. Okay.
Couldn't do it. So that's reason we